This is gonna be a rambling, a rant, but I'm gonna keep it short and simple as I can. Um, like I said before, if you don't like what I'm saying, get off my channel. I do this for me. This is for therapeutic reasons. I do this for therapeutic because I like to vent my frustrations. But on with the topic. It was a long time ago. I remember a few people when used to tell me. They used to tell me, if you love someone, set them free. And if that person comes back to you, that means that that person was meant to be with you. And I said to myself, that's bullshit. That is total bullshit. And I'll tell you why. Because it happened to me. There was this one particular girl that I liked a long time ago. And we was cool, saying we was hanging out and stuff, it was all good. But until one day she liked another guy who had way more than me. So I said, you know what? I had to make a choice. So I decided to let her go. And she left. And she went with another guy. And they was together for a long time. They were together for a while. Until one day, when she saw me, I didn't see her. She walked up to me, hugged me and all that stuff, acting like everything was all good and all that stuff. And then, well, long story short, I didn't get back with her. You know what I'm saying? I went my separate ways. You know what I'm saying? I went my separate way. We both went our separate ways. She did her thing. What I'm saying? She went her own way, and I went my own way. I couldn't get back with her because I realized something. See, those particular people like that, they're narcissists. They're super narcissists because they think that by going back to their original love, you're basically that back pocket man or that back pocket woman. You're basically a substitution. They think that you're Boo Boo the Fool and thinking that you're going to be there to the very end. No, that's not going to work. You're not going to be there at the very end. Because I realized, man, what she was on, I had to move on. You know what I'm saying? When she went to that new guy, I had to move on. I couldn't just stand still, stay stagnant. I had to move on with my life. And then she tried to come back into my life. I'm like, nah, that's not going to work. No, the only reason why you came back is because you got burnt and that man didn't want you no more, but you want to crawl your ass back to the original love. Nah. Now, what's that old song? Love don't live here anymore. You get your ass on. You know what I'm saying? We have to go our separate ways. I'll go my separate way, and you go your separate way. And that's what happened. But that was years ago, though, man. That was fucking years ago. And I've heard so many testimonies, too, in real life on how, people love someone, but then eventually problems arise and they let them go. But then their old love will come back to them. And for the most part, those people accepted their old loves, but guess what? In the end, they broke up. They broke up. So they realized that even though that person came back to them and they accepted them again, overall they're not together anymore. They're not together. And they told me the same thing. Like if a person comes back to your life after y'all broke up, it's best to not accept that person ever again. Because 9 times out of 10, the only reason why they're coming back is because they got burned by that so-called new person, so they're going back to their old love, their original love. And they told me that I made the right choice. And I said to myself, yeah, of course I made the right choice. Like, why in the hell do I want to, wait for that person to come back to me, thinking that everything is all good? It's like, no, everything is not all good, because I realize when it comes to relationship, it's just me and my woman. That's it. And if my woman wants to go to another person, hey, so be it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if she wants to leave, then hey, so be it. Just so fucking be it. But in this situation, when it came to my old love, I had to let her go because her new man at the time had way more than me. So I wasn't going to stop her. I had to let her go, and she left. And old buddy, did her wrong, did her dirty. So she got burnt, whatever. And then she tried to come back to me and crawl back to me. And I realized, no, I can't do that. I can't do it. I can't do it. I couldn't accept her no more, man. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't accept her back in my life anymore, man. I couldn't accept her. I really couldn't. So I wasn't going to be that back pocket person. I'm not going to, like wait for you to come back after you had all your thrills and fun and all that bullshit. Now that's not going to work. So, my advice to you, like I said, to each his own, to each his fucking own. But if you want to accept that person back in your life, hey, so be it. But from my point of view, I don't think that's wise because eventually, even if you do take that person back in your life, 9 times out of 10, you're going to break up in the future. 9 times out of 10, something's going to happen, and you're not going to be together with that person anymore. You're going to break up with that person. So my advice, if you love someone, set them free. That's good. But if that person wants to come back into your life, don't accept it. Do not accept it. You know what I'm saying? Be with some, you know what I'm saying? Find somebody else. Find somebody else if you can. But when it comes to your old, there's a reason why they call it old love, because it's old. It's in the past. You don't want to settle in the past. You want to move on to bigger and better things in the future. And that's all I gotta say about that, man. Sure, that's all I gotta say. So yeah, man. So I thank you so much and have a good day.